but it's coming out soon, and apparently they were very pleased, and it was great fun to do. And I said, I've got a bone to pick with George. I said, because I wasn't in any of the Star Wars movies. Everybody else I know was. Julian Glover was in it. He's still alive. Hard to tell, I know. So, he lives just in Barnes, so I've got to be careful. Just down the road for foreigners. Did you raise your hand, madam?
No.
Because you've been already, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Listen, I've just got a question about the character you played in Time Match. You say you wanted to play Richard III.
yeah.
What can you say? Why did you think to do that? What made you want to do that? What's the? That's a strange.
Sort of driving it up a bit. And the thing is, they were paying me quite a lot of money to do it.
Do you think the character as written was like Richard, or is it really your weakness?
No, he's nothing like that. He's more like Little Richard. Hey, that's not bad. I could have played you like Little Richard. You got him smile. Anyway, well, that dates me, doesn't it? But anyway, well, no, I just thought I saw him that way. You can get away with anything.
What similarities did you see?
I'm sorry?
In what way do you think the two characters were alike?
Well, he was the baddie.
Yeah.
And I just thought it might be quite nice, because he had to be flirtatious with Nicola Bryant, which is not difficult, believe me. And so I thought it would be quite nice to come up, you know. Hey, my dear, fancy a bit, you know. I played like that, but I only got halfway there. In fact, I didn't get anywhere with her. A nice lady. And it was with Colin, who I knew from way back. Because Colin had been in Blade 7. He wanted to play the character that he was playing in Blade 7, like Richard III, but I wouldn't let him. Yes, it's fun. You just think, I think, wow, this character's like that. In the old days, when one was in repertory, and you were doing a play a week or a play a fortnight, the way to find the character was to look at who played the part originally. Because it would give you an idea of what the author wanted. So if you looked at, and it would have been played by Albert Finney, you thought, I see. And that gave you a direction, because you didn't have much time. And then you would read, obviously, what other characters said about you. But then that's only their point of view, so it's not that accurate. So that helps. So you just have to click in very quickly, particularly in television, with how you're going to play it. I wish I'd played him Irish, but, you know, I didn't. He'd have been good, I wouldn't have. Hello there! I'm very pleased to see you. You're Doctor Who then? It's like the two Irishmen, they're both drunk. Surprise. The one says to the other, there's a lovely moon up there. And the other one says, no, that's not the moon, that's the sun. He says, are you sure? He said, well, ask this fellow over here. He says, excuse me, he said, is that the moon or the sun up there? And the third Irishman says, I wouldn't know, I'm not from round here. Yes. Okay. Getting close to the cut-off point then.
I'm going to give you a scenario. Okay?
Yes.
Sigmund Freud is on that chair there.
Sigmund Freud is on that chair there.
And Avon is on that couch.
And Avon is on the couch.
Okay. What would Sigmund Freud's analysis of Avon's motivations be?
What would Sigmund... Well, the first thing Sigmund would say was, let's swap.
Right.
Yeah, you see. And I'd psychoanalyze... Is it that bad? It is, isn't it? You're leaving, aren't you?
Here you go.
But why are they going?
Go and get an autograph.
From whom?
I don't know.
You're not from the BBC then? Righto, go and get an autograph. Oh, who are you getting an autograph from? Well, find out, I've got to check in. Tells me, it says Paul Darrow break. Is that an instruction? Or who's having autographs then at Gareth, David Lloyd and Mike Tucker?
That's it, Gareth.
David Lloyd.
Yeah, but they had to move him. He was behind. You should have been doing it before you came on.
You're terribly well informed. Thank you very much. Do you want to stand up and take a bow? Oh, sir.
You were in Die Another Day. Did you realise when you signed up for the film that you were going to be virtually invisible?
What, in Die Another Day? Yes, I did the bomb. No, I didn't know. I didn't know anything. All I read was the fee. And believe me, you do a Bond picture, it's good money. And yeah, it came about because my agent at the time had lunch with the casting director. And she said, you know, you've never had Paul in a Bond movie. And this was, what, the 20th, I think. And she said, well, because many years ago, I think it was the Evening Standard, did a poll as to who should be the next James Bond. And I think I came top. And what's his name? I'm going peculiar. Timothy Dalton. He played it. Not me. Anyway, so she said that, and she said, well, the one we're doing at the moment, she said, I can't offer him very much. He wouldn't do it, she said, because it's a very small part. Well, let's face it, you were offered a part in a Bond film. You wouldn't care if you only had one line, would you? You'd just say, I'll bring in a Bond film. You know? And so she said, do you want to do it? And I said, yeah. She said, it's only a week at Pinewood. Then she told me the fee, and I said, yeah, I'll do it. And they sent the car, and all of the stock was with Pierce Brosnan, who's a very, very nice guy. And I did 4 days. And we filmed a couple of stuff, bits and pieces, and it was all cut out. So I don't actually appear in it. Excuse me. Although my name does go up at the end. Funny that, isn't it? I was rather upset because I arrived and they give you sheets of the shooting schedule, and the night before, and they gave it to me, and that was my scene. And I came the next day, and it had gone. You know, one scene. And I said, what happened there? And they said, you should complain. Look at Judy, because Judi Dench was in as well, where she had 5 pages or something, it was down to 1. Then I had to get on with the action, you see, and stuff like that. But it was a pleasant experience. I got on very well with Pierce Brosnan, and, as I say, he's a very nice fellow. And I got paid.
You don't get any repeat fees though.
Yes, you do.
Oh.
Funnily enough, you do. It was a rule that came in that films that were shown on television, yes, you would get a royalty. It's only fairly recent that happened. The American equity, I think, kicked up a stink. And so they agreed it over there, so then they had to agree it over here. And I think it was only about 5 years ago, or 6 years ago, that it came in. Because I did get a repeat, yeah, because it's been shown on ITV. That's quite nice. That wasn't enormous, but it was very nice. You know, check comes through the door you don't expect. The great thrill is getting a cheque for something that has been sold to Libya or something. Because they sold Blake 7 to Libya. And I imagine Colonel Gaddafi was just sort of lying down in his tent watching to better not mess with the West. They've got Avon on their side. So, yeah, you sometimes get that. I did a Saint with Roger Moore. I can tell you when I did it, 1968. I got a cheque for 50 quid last week. Repeated in Finland, Vladivostok, and Bangkok. And I'm very big there. Yeah. Anyway, think about that one. No. What time is it? Oh, Bennett, done 45 minutes. Greed. Try it.
Nobody else can.
It's always reliable. Yes, go on.
I was going to ask you, Paul, if any ambitions that you have yet to realise that you'd still like to do. I actually think you're very good doing a game show. Have you ever done one?
What, game show?
Yeah, to actually sort of chair it, to present it.
That Bradley Walsh.
Well, it would be better than Jeremy Carry on.
Yeah. I think it was Frank Skinner who said he wouldn't watch the Jeremy Kyle show even if he really wanted to know if he was the father. So, no, I've glimpsed that. Why do people go, well, it's 15 minutes of being a heart on the telly, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, the reason I asked is he's actually doing a game show at the moment, as well as
Oh, is he?
He's doing a game show.
Oh, right.
I just wonder if there was any
I
other...
know Bradley does. He does Law and Order.
Jesus.
But not quite great bloke, Bradley. Man, he does game shows. Yeah, it'd be quite fun, wouldn't it? Ask the questions, you know. So, get this right and you win $1 million. What was Robbie Williams' first rejected record? Well, neither have I. Therefore, you're not going to part with $1 million, are you? Because they find that they know that what your interests are, because they say, what are you interested in? And they tell by your age, where you come from, what school you went to, blah, blah, blah. And they'll know. They'll say, well, we can get him on that much. You know? So, you're not going to last too long.
Isn't Queen one of your specialist subjects?
Queen?
Yeah, the band.
The band? Well, I did the game for them, where I did 21 voices. I drew the line of doing a female. So I said to Roger Taylor, who's the drummer, I said, I can't do that. And he said, all right then, who do you want? So I got Jacqueline to do it, and my lady wife. I thought we might as well keep the money in the family. You know. So they did it, and Peter Tubman did it as well. Of course, they wanted a much older fellow. But I did 21 other voices. That was fun, so I'm a big fan. And then he's a great bloke, Roger Taylor. We did it at his private studio, in his house. Walking through the garden, and there's the pool, you know, the boat on it. Lake it was. And we're walking through, and there's this lovely little stone house. And I said, gosh, Roger, I could live there. He said, I'll keep the gardening stuff in there. It's amazing. It was absolutely wonderful working. Great, great fun. And then I wrote a book called Queen the Eye, which they asked me to do. And I put a character in it called the Deacon, who was a baddie. And John Deacon, I got a message saying, no, don't do that. He doesn't like that. So I changed it. But have you read Queen? Oh, what? Unputdownable. Why I didn't get the Booker Prize, I'll never know. But who knows, the next one might. You know? You a smoker?
No.
No. Oh, I just wonder why you were chewing the gum, because I'm getting desperate here. Yes, sir.
As far as I was concerned, you've written fiction and you've written your autobiography.
Oh, it's a memoir.
Yeah.
A memoir, really.
So which is the most challenging to do?
The memoir, fiction. No, the memoir, yes, because you can't cite anybody else, can you? Once I discover I've got a terminal disease, then you'll get part 2. Really thick. Because you can't mention, former girlfriend. Well, you can, and I just mention them in passing, blonde or brunette or whatever. But I know who they are, and obviously, and one or two of them are quite well known. So it would be a bit naughty of me, wouldn't it, to name them, and particularly if she's married to somebody else 30 years later, and the husband walks in, having read my book, going, "I didn't know you were having it off with him." You know. She probably wouldn't remember. Anyway. So, no, they're equally difficult. But with the fiction, of course, you can go in, particularly with science fiction. I mean, the first one I did, Avon, A Terrible Aspect, it's scientifically inaccurate. I mean, somebody said, he came via Saturn to here. It would be much better if he came. I said he went the pretty way. Went for the view. Mind you, on this next one, I've been a little more careful. Because I realise that outer space is dark, isn't it, unless there's a sun around. But I've discovered something. There are fading stars. Well, they're dying stars. And a distant sun. That's Patrick Moore, aren't I? And a distant sun will reflect off them. So you would get light, but it would be metallic light. So look out for that in Magna. Yeah, metallic light. Because I thought, how can I find out what's going on here? Because that's the fault with all science fiction TV shows. They land on a planet, it's breathable, there are good-looking birds wandering around, and the sun's always shining. Yeah, that's ludicrous, isn't it? Here we are on Cygnus Alpha with Brian Blessed, fate worse than death. Oh, Paul! Still as pretty as ever! Will you come up Mount Everest with me? And Gareth was pissed, said, "Oh yes, oh great!" I said, "Is there a 5-star hotel at the foot of Everest? I'll wait for you." Yes, so there was light on there, even on Cygnus Alpha, wasn't there? So, rubbish really. But it's a dramatic license, I suppose. And do we really know? Who knows? We may not be, alone in the universe. There may be little spiders up there looking down going, "What a load of cobblers that Doctor Who is." Why hasn't Doctor Who got 8 legs like we have? Spiders do have 8 legs, yeah. Anyway.
Paul, wasn't there a talk of a crossover between Blake 7 and Doctor Who?
There was talk of it.
Where Tom would be coming down one corridor and you'd meet him.
Oh, they wanted
one
to
story.
do that. Yeah.
And then it would be in the alternative story in Blake 7, you'd see Tom come towards you and vice versa.
No, that frightened Gareth to death, that did. Yeah.
But that actually was a real discussion. Or
It was
some
discussed.
level.
It was like the original voice of Zen was, they offered it to, what's her name? Angela Rippon, the newscaster. Because they thought the computer should sound like a newscaster. Or a weather forecaster. It'd be funny, wouldn't it? Pissing down on Cygnus Alpha. lot of fun doing Blake Seven. Well, I did. Because I said, let's play it like the Rat Pack. You know, so Zen was Dean Martin. And it was set course for whatever. And Zen was saying, anytime you're ready, pal. That was fun. And then we did presidents of the United States, and we decided that Gareth was Gerald Ford. Because if you remember Gerald Ford, he kept falling over. He had to cancel an engagement because he slipped in the bath and hurt his back. And at one point he was coming down some steps from a plane and fell. But we thought that's perfect. Gareth would be played by Gerald Ford. And Jimmy Carter would be Villa. And Richard Nixon would be Aiden. I am not a crook. So that was fun. And I used to play games with people. For example, at one point, we got everybody in that Gareth and I would not be rehearsing one afternoon, but the rest would. And Sally, Yvette, who played Jenna, was, how shall I put it, interested in social escalation, social climber, in other words. Anyway, she said, well, why won't they be here? And David Maloney said, well, they've been invited to tea at Buckingham Palace because Prince Edward is a very big fan of Blake Seven. And she went, oh, well, why don't I go? Well, you weren't invited. Gareth and Paul. Well, really? We kept that going for 3 days. And eventually, she found out and was not pleased. I used to write fan letters to Michael Keating. I'm a 19-year-old girl with a rather large bust who's interested in drama, and I was wondering if you could help me with my career. Can you believe all this? So Sally got one saying she was the most beautiful girl on television, the most wonderful actress, and she read that out to us. And I said, have you seen the address? Broadmoor. It was. You could get some funny fan mail, actually. But girls used to, it was a long time ago now, they used to go in phone booths, no, photograph booths, and lift up their jumpers, you know, and go up when it would flash. And they'd enclose that in a fan mail. But you know you're famous when I got a second one actually, but the first one I got just said Paul Darrow, England. That's what it said. And it came from what was then behind the Iron Curtain. Romania, I think it was. And I got it. Postman. You are Paul. Come from Romania. Don't know, you haven't been there, have you? Because they know me. Because a lot of the postmen at the time, I should have been a postman, and they do rather well. Get a great pension. I said to him, but he's a Blake Seven fan. Not so hot on Doctor Who. He thinks that's for children. And Tom Baker, in a way, he was right, because Tom Baker said to me, he said, I appeal to children from 9 to 90. And that's rather a good way of putting it, actually, because there's a child in all of us, isn't there? All actors are children. And I mean, what a way to make a living, dressing up and pretending to be somebody else. If you actually said that to your headmaster at school, what are you going to do for your career? I'm going to dress up as somebody else. Pretend to be somebody else. That's what I'm going to do for a living. You'd be in the funny farm. 5 minutes. But that's what we are. We're also professional liars. We tell lies. We lie about, we hide behind other characters. As I said to Her Majesty the Queen, I hate name droppers. Anyway, but a number of famous actors, including Robert Morley, actually said to me, actors are actors because they're afraid of themselves, so they hide behind other people, creations of an author. So getting back to the question about what's most difficult to write about, seriously, to write about oneself is very difficult because you don't want to. Because why have you become an actor? So you can hide yourself. So when you read my memoir, which I hope you have, and if you haven't, I believe copies are available in the foyer, at a very reasonable rate, they've been remaindered. I bought Tom's autobiography for 50p. And I wanted to sign it. Oh, you bought that, did you? I said, yeah, 50p. He'd signed it by then. So he didn't charge me for the signature. I think he thought about it. Right.
Are you allowed to say which era of Blake 7 your new novel is in? Is it before the series that we saw on television, after?
Am I allowed to say? No, I'm not allowed to say anything. No, I can't. I was looking, it's flashing in front of me, a contract saying, private and confidential, do not reveal any details on pain of death. Yours sincerely, the Mekong. No, I'm not really allowed to say anything.
We'll have to wait till the next year.
You'll have to wait for the excitement of it. It's very, I'm in it. Well, Abel's in it, yeah. And created or invented a couple of other characters that may be recognisable, because I based them on various people. That would be fun, wouldn't it? I like reading books and seeing who they based it on. You know? I mean, Garrett's easy, you know. Guy in the bar, this. Oggy, you know, it's got to be him, it's got to be based on him, isn't it? So, whereas smooth, sophisticated, charming, you know, wonderful dancer, long sideburns, Adolf Hitler. Was a wonderful dancer, you know, and a wonderful painter. Could do a whole house in an afternoon. 2 cooks. Much misunderstood. But dead. So, and now I think my time is up.